Greetings and welcome back to Globbits Gaming Channel. Doing some more World of Tanks again. I have myself situated. I have my flask. I have my gay scented candle that basically smells like crusty foot chippings mixed in with wild berry juice. And I'm gonna sit tonight and make a load of videos, of which I'm not all gonna release at the same time. Okay, I'm gonna do it over the next few days or so. I've basically just gone into my Bandicam folder and realised I've got loads of replays that you guys have sent in. So I'm going to sit and hopefully troll through them all tonight and get them made and then release them progressively over the next week or so. I basically had a piece of advice off a friend that you don't bombard your channel with like 6 videos at a time because your view stats go down apparently. So hey ho. So first things first, what I'm going to do. The first tank I'm going to look at. People have asked me loads of times in clan chat and in chat in general, over Skype and all that kind of stuff, some of the newer players in emails and things, are premium tanks actually worth it? Are they worth getting? And if so, which one should I get? For me personally, your choice of premium tank really depends on you. It depends on what vehicles you use, specifically what nation, and what kind of vehicle you use. So for example, for myself, as you'll probably notice from some of my reviews, I'm madly into my American tanks. I like the hull down T29, M103, the heavies, so it made sense for me to buy this thing, the T34. Not a bad vehicle at all. There are other ones out there. Let's have a bit of a look. For the Russians, you've got the IS-6. I own an SU-122-44. I bought this basically as a credit earner before I bought my T34. You got things like the Matilda. Basically, the lower down the tiers you go, the less credits you make. Basically, what premium vehicles do is, say you have a battle in this thing, you do exactly the same amount of damage, exactly the same amount of spotting damage, do exactly the same effort as you did in, say, a T32. 32, which is the non-premium version, right, in the tech tree. So let's say you have one battle in this thing, okay, and then you have one battle in this thing, and you do exactly the same. You will earn more credits in the premium vehicle. It's cheaper to fix, okay, and you earn more credits per point of damage done. The higher up the tier you go in the tank, so for example your tier 8 premiums will make a lot more money than say a tier 3 premium. It is a personal choice, however. I went in for this thing for the simple reason is I've got a lot of American heavy tanks. I've got my T29, I've got my M103, and you'll notice my crew is incomplete on my M103 because I use the T34 as well as a credit grinder to train the crew up. Alright, my loader, M103, M103, he's from my T32, my radio operator, M103, M103, M103. I think I've also got a T49 radio operator as well. Alright, the thing is, because they're heavy tank crews, alright, from M103 and T32, they can use this vehicle to basically get this vehicle's ×2 amount of crew experience, and that's one of the main reasons people get them. Obviously they grind credits as well. So I've got my LTP, which is a gift tank. Alright, you get that anyway. It's garbage, but well, it's a giggle, but it's not as fun as my other tier 3 premium. I've got this thing because I basically like shooting this 122mm in people's faces. 6-second reload, it's all good. It makes quite a lot of credits if I get a good game. I've got my Locust, which is another American light tank, simply to train up the crew for my T71, which is my light tank because it's got exactly the same amount of crew. Going back to the original question, which premium tank should I choose? Again, it depends on you. Alright, if you have a lot of American tanks, get the T34 if they're heavies. If you've got a lot of Russian tanks, heavies, go for the IS-6. If you've got a lot of tank destroyers, go for either the box tank, the SU-100Y, or the SU-122-44. Again, if you've got French heavies, go for the FCM. You know, Germans go for the tank destroyers and all that kind of. It depends. There's no right or wrong answer. It depends on your playstyle. This thing, alright, it's an absolute beast of a tank. It's similar to nearly all the other American tanks. The simple reason, it is what we call a hull down tank. Not really going to look at the different stats. It's got 1500 health, 65 tons pushed around by an 800 horsepower engine, not too bad. Speed limit's reasonable for a heavy, 35. Crap traverse speed, it's so slow turning. Hull armour is negligible. It's tier 8. 100mm of frontal armour is garbage. It's garbage. It's rubbish. But you don't want to get shot in the hull, so you have to play this hull down because your turret is an absolute monster. That front of the turret there is 279mm thick. It would struggle to penetrate itself. If you shoot another T34 in the gun mantlet or the front of the turret, you will struggle. The only way to get through this tank is through the cupola there, commander's hatch, or in the cheeks if you're lucky, if it's hull down. Yeah, and the gun is ridiculous. Alright, very, very slow rate of fire, really, really good penetration, good alpha. Alright, aiming accuracy is okay, the aiming time is absolutely astronomical. It's measured in eons rather than seconds, well, it feels that way. But all round, it's not a bad vehicle. I mean, I've gone for equipment fit, I've gone for vert stab. If you can fit a vert stab, you fit one. Vents and a rammer. I want this machine to pump out as much damage as I physically can, because damage means credits. I don't load premium ammo because it's fucking pointless. Why would you load expensive premium ammo at 4,800 a shot when you're trying to make money? And to be honest with you, you do get a massive bump in penetration, but I mean, is it a massive bump? Not really. It's only an extra 50mm penetration. If 248 is not enough, you know, learn to shoot. So I just stock AP and a couple of rounds of HE just in case. I mean, it only shoots 4 rounds a minute, so chances are you're not going to use all 30 rounds anyway. Yeah, it's stock and fit. It's just, you can't modify it with your modules. Just put a standard issue array of consumables in it, and the crew is irrelevant because it won't be this tank's crew. You train up other tank crews in this thing. So, in a nutshell, it's a hull down monstrosity. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm also, in the next game, I'm going to demonstrate hull down a little bit, and also how quickly you can make money if you get the right right environment for a game in this thing. I think the game I'm going to show you is basically a record for the amount of credits I actually earned in this time it took me to earn them. So we'll have a quick look at a game, alright, and I'll see if I can demonstrate the different features of the tank. So, onto the game itself. I've just realised something as well. We're on steps, alright, encounter battle with a 54% win chance. Looking at the enemy team, not really much as people scare me on that team, perfectly honest. Pretty easy game. If of any of these, if anything I'm saying is sounding alien, you don't understand the terms I'm using, things like hull down, and all that kind of stuff, for shooting at weak spots and that, I advise you, stop watching the get video now, stop watching, go back and watch my how-to video on the M103, because that explains all the terminology that I'm going to be talking about during this replay. So, let's get things underway then. We're on Steps. Steps is an awesome map for this tank, for the simple reason is it's nice and wide open, lots of hills and undulations in the ground where you can get your hull hidden behind and just expose that monstrous turret. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to shuffle the game along a little bit. Now, I'm having a bit of a look-see just to see, in case there's an odd scout doing a little bit of a scout run. Alright, and I spot a wild ELC. Check this out. Boom. Headshot. Oh, bless him. He must be gnashing at his keyboard. He's got to be pissed. That was a lucky shot. Okay, it wasn't fully aimed. It was just one of those things. So I did do a bit of an apology to the ELC. That is the prescribed thing to do. I do that run in my T34 all the time. Okay, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Now you'll notice that there's quite a heavy enemy presence down in H2 and H1. Down the bottom here. Oh, and the Ferdinand just put, yeah, it's hard to kill a tier 5. Very hard. Well, it is when they're going at fucking Mach 10, and they're about the size of a shoe, with a gun with a 0.35 accuracy with a 3-second aiming time, so it's not too bad. Anyway, now, I'm not going to sit here, I want to push, because there's an awesome little corner round here that you can use for a hull down position. You can use this ridge here. Oh, am I going to hit the Tiger P? Yeah. Dude, don't scare me like that. Yeah, you can use this ridge, or you can go down where I'm about to go. Now, that Tiger P just got shot. And it turns out it's from a Lorraine, I think, up near those rocks to the half right there. Now, I kissed the cap circle, trying to hopefully encourage some people to come down. Now, there's that Lorraine. Now, this is where knowing your enemy tanks comes in. I know he hasn't got the gun depression to shoot down on me from here, and he's just getting absolutely opened up on. So I'm going to sit here, wait for my reload. He bounces off my turret because that's all he can see. Plant another one into him, and I'm just going to turn my front to him. He puts another one into my turret. Let's just have a look, just pause that a second. Let's see where he actually hit me. Yeah, ain't no way are you going to penetrate a T34. Alright, in the turret, in the gun manlet there. He did actually go for my hatch though. You know, he's gone for that hatch there, that's a weak point, but he actually hit the actual turret part of the hatch rather than the actual top of the hatch itself. There ain't no way you're getting through that gun manlet, Mr. 40T. No way. Not a chance in hell are you getting through that. So, he is so screwed now. He can only actually shoot at my gun manlet, so I keep wiggling, cause him to miss. I know he's got, I think it's either a 4 or 5 round, maybe a 6 round clip, but I've reloaded, he gave me a chance to reload. Yeah, he's pushed too far, his speed has worked against him, because all his mates have gone over the other side. So this is a really awesome hull down position. So let me just... Okay. I've got a Tortoise and an IS-3. But, if I turn round, all they can see to shoot at is my turret. And I've got the gun depression, which means I can point my gun down enough to blast hell out of any point on that tank I think I want to shoot at. They could possibly potentially track me, but from this position the Tortoise is just going to be shooting my gun manlet. You can't see my hatch because I've positioned my tracks on a hill. Alright, that is perfect. Perfect textbook hull down position for a T34. Alright, so let's just see how it pans out. Poor old Tortoise, yeah, prominent weak spot. He's not bothered about me for some reason, I don't know why. He's just trying to stop the cap. Fair play to him, but he's just giving me a chance to reload just to pump another 400 damage into him. He's hurting right now. I've got friends, I've got cover, they're a bit reluctant to come around the corner. Again, give me a chance to reload. I'm keeping that hull down. I mean, if I come out of it again, if I come out of my camera, I'm still maintaining hull down. Yeah, even though I'm shooting at him, he's not even looking at me, but I still maintain it. Okay, hull down is this thing's strong point. And I take him out. I basically did, probably apart from one shot, I did that in Tortoise's entire damage. Yeah, I killed that Tortoise pretty much on my own. Well, I say on my own, I had friends. So now I'm just working this IS-3. You know, he shot me again, I'm hull down. The BL-9 will not go through the front manlet of this turret. No way, no way. Aiming at his weak points. Get back before he gets a chance to fire. Okay, I'm about a third of the way through the reload. I can stick out, I can wait for the reload. I'm not scared of him, not interested at all. Keep moving. Plant another one into him. Where did he shoot me there? Let's just have a look where he hit me there. On the cheeks. Okay, look at my turret. Yeah, there's no way in hell they're going to get through that area of my turret. No way in hell. Unfortunately, my team decided to cap for me. Bless them. So that's all she wrote. However, I did manage to do 4,000 damage in the space of about 5 minutes. So let's just check out the post-game stats. Alright, post-game stats incoming. So, take this into context. It was 5 minutes work on a ×3. I made 115,000 credits. Experience is irrelevant because all that's going to on this tank is going towards training up my crews. But 115,000 credits for 5 minutes work. You really do struggle to make a loss in this tank. If you play this tank and you don't act like a complete doofus, alright, and get yourself shot in the first 2 seconds without firing anything, or miss every single shot, you will struggle to make a loss. Alright, 4,009 damage. Oh, I had to work to get that out, didn't I? With 3 kills, earning myself 1071 experience. I basically did twice what anybody in the enemy team did, any friendly team did. The only person who did anything better than me, anything like on the enemy team, was the Yag Tiger. Their team just, yeah, they didn't stand a chance, bless them. So it only costs, fight 10 rounds, okay, and it costs 10,000 credits for that match. If this thing gets absolutely wrecked, okay, and you have to repair it, it only costs around 6,000 credits to actually repair. So compared to a normal heavy tank, for example, my M103 cost 18,000 credits to fix. So if you do wreck it, you've got to make some money. Alright, so not a bad effort at all. 10 shots hit, alright, 10 penetrations for an average, absolutely near as bang it, damn on bang on average of 4,000 damage. Receive 4 hits, 4, none of them penetrated, potential of 1300 damage. Yeah, that would have crippled me if they'd have gone in, if they hadn't been shooting at my turret. But again, it's that turret. You know, keep it hull down, play it like every other American heavy, and you'll be sound. So there you go, guys. The T34, not a bad machine at all. Good investment. A good investment if you want to make some money. As far as I'm concerned, guys, that's me done for this quick replay or quick video. Take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you out there. Bye now.